Dr. BJ Fogg is a Stanford psychologist. He wrote the book Tiny Habits, and his research is basically the leading, most authoritative research on how to build good habits. In fact, his research is a lot of the basis of James Clear's book Atomic Habits, which has sold now millions and millions of copies. There's a principle, though, that BJ Fogg talks about, which you can apply to helping you achieve massive goals. So the principle is celebration, but it's not just that simple. Yes, you want to celebrate your victories. You want to celebrate when you do something good, but there's something a little bit more to that. So let me explain. What BJ Fogg has found is that celebration really instills in you the desire to do that behavior more. So if you do a behavior that you want and you celebrate it, or you celebrate a victory, kind of like a tennis player or a golfer, then you are reinforcing it on an emotional level, because emotions in large part are what create habits. It's why you can actually have a single emotional experience and then create a habit after one time. So celebration is really key, but now mixing this idea with actually achieving higher and higher financial success. One of the things I talked about with my financial advisor recently was setting really high and hard goals. A lot of research in psychology shows that you want to have high, hard goals and very specific, very measurable goals. And so you want to set a powerful target for yourself. It could be anything, but once you hit that target, whether that be a number of, an amount of money in your retirement account, whether that be hitting a certain number in your business, whatever the number is or whatever the goal is, have a high, hard goal that you have a monster reward for at the end of. So that reward could be anything. It could be getting yourself a new car. It could be getting new carpet in your house. It could be going on a 3-week trip, whatever it is. You want to have a very compelling, personally motivating reward towards yourself that you get after you achieve a really high, hard target. And that's something that I've recently done, is I've set myself a really beautiful target with my financial advisor and then decided the reward that I would get once I hit that target. And it's amazing. You can get so excited and so motivated. And the reward itself is kind of an external motivator, but it's something that's personally meaningful to you. It's something that's also a symbol to you. Once you actually hit your target and then you celebrate and you reward yourself. It's so important to reward yourself when you hit huge targets, rewarding yourself with meaningful, relevant things. And here's the important thing. Here's another important concept when it comes to rewarding yourself. You don't need to justify to anyone why you want that reward. Dan Sullivan actually has a concept called wanting versus needing, and you don't need to justify what you want. And certainly your reward isn't a status symbol to prove yourself to anyone else. It's actually a confidence building symbol. It's a symbol to you that you're making progress in your life and that you're living your life by design and by intention. And so this is something I recommend you do, because not only does it motivate you to find new ways to getting to your goal faster, but it also then builds your confidence, because as you watch yourself hit certain targets and then reward yourself with something that's super meaningful, reward yourself with a symbol that you're actually moving your life forward. That symbol builds your confidence, which then expands your motivation and your imagination towards bigger and bigger targets. Now, there's something really cool in psychology. It's called pathways thinking. And when you start focusing on a target, you start finding many, many different pathways of getting there. And so it's not just one typical way of getting there. Insanity is doing something over and over and over and expecting a different result. But when you start really getting fixed and focused on a target, then you can find many different pathways to getting there. Kind of like multiple streams of income in a lot of ways. You can find many different pathways and have lots of different energy going towards that goal, which energy and which different pathways and different resources would not have gone towards that goal had you not had the target, had you not been excited. Concentration and focus is really what it takes to build massive momentum. And you have to find a plan that works for you. You have to find a plan and a path and a strategy, but also a goal that works for you. And you can't really worry about what other people think, because other people don't have your goals. Other people don't have your desired outcomes, and they also don't have your skills, your abilities, your life, your situation. So you have to build a plan and a path and a goal that fits for you. You also have to have rewards that fit you and excite you. It's not about getting rewards to prove yourself to other people. It's about getting rewards to build your own confidence. So that's something I invite you to do, is to apply all of this ideas, all this research, the celebration, giving yourself a reward, powerful rewards for hitting various milestones. I have some rewards that I'm giving myself for hitting a certain milestone. Once I hit a certain amount of money in my retirement account, a certain number, a powerful number, I'm actually going to get myself a really cool car. It's not something that's like hundreds of thousands of dollars. That's not the kind of person I am, but it's something that personally excites me and motivates me. And I'm not doing it to prove myself to anyone. Don't even need to justify it, because wanting doesn't require justification. I don't need to hit my goal, and I don't need that reward. It's important to realize the big difference between wanting and needing. You don't need something. If you feel like you need something, then you have an unhealthy attachment to it. If you feel like you need something beyond yourself or beyond what you currently have, then you will never find happiness, because happiness is an inside game. So is confidence. And so you don't need your goal and you don't need your reward, but you can want them. And they are for your own enjoyment. They're for your own confidence. They're for your own symbols of moving your life forward and excitement and success. They have nothing to do with other people. So I invite you to set very powerful, high-hard targets. Give yourself a reward that's so compelling, so exciting, that it will motivate you to find new and interesting ways to help you get to your goal faster. That's what my own reward is helping me. By having this goal, it's motivating me to find new and interesting ways to make money to add to my retirement account. And that creativity and that action is really exciting. In psychology, there's an approach orientation and an avoid orientation. When you're on an approach orientation, meaning you're really clear on your goal and you're really approaching it, you start to get really bold and creative, and you find new and innovative ways. That's what pathways thinking is all about. You find new and interesting pathways to achieving your goal and putting more and more resources towards that so that you experience the compound effect. And so by having that exciting goal, you will become an innovator in your own mind, and you'll be able to find and create new resources which would have never been there had you not had the goal in the first place. I'm finding and creating ways of making and investing money that wouldn't have been there had I not had that goal. So it's not actually taking away from my money, it's actually adding to my creativity, adding to my innovativeness. So set yourself a high, hard goal, give yourself a target, give yourself something that would stretch you, but once you hit it, it would be a massive milestone. And then give yourself a personally meaningful and exciting reward that's a huge symbol to you, but also that reward motivates you right now to find new and interesting ways to achieving your goal even faster. Once you hit that milestone, not only do you get the confidence of hitting that milestone, you also get the enjoyment of the reward, which is a symbol to you that you're making massive progress in your life. My name is Dr. Benjamin Hardy. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, please subscribe to this channel if you want more science-based research on becoming your desired future self. Also, down below is a link where you can get free access to my full 30-day Future Self course, which will help you become your desired future self faster. Have an amazing day.